Hey guys, so I know technically this video was supposed to be the last video of unpacking. That's the name of it. I'm sorry I blanked out for a second, but it's not. Surprise, surprise. This is going to be another book review rant video, but like in a good way. So a lot of you book readers might know dark romance. Very popular. I feel like sometimes it's misunderstood, but like that might just be a me thing. But I feel like it's really underrated, and I love dark stuff. Absolutely. I've always been drawn to darker things than like normal people. Horror movies, love it, only if it's really dark and messed up. I don't know why, but that's just my favorite thing ever. And so I think last year I was on social media and I saw people talking about this book and it piqued my interest. I knew absolutely nothing about it, but I wrote it down on my little list of books to get, and I got it for Christmas, and I finally was able to read it. I read it about a week ago, like 6 days ago, and it is Hunting Adeline. And then after I finished this, literally the day after I finished, I went ahead, purchased the second book, and I just finished it. To be fair, it got shipped here, so it only took me 3 days to get through this one. So I have read both of these, and I just finished this one last night, and oh my goodness, like, I absolutely love these books. A lot of people don't like them, and a lot of people have talked bad about these books, but these books are so good. A lot of people say that it's glamorizing or romanticizing Stockholm syndrome, which I can see where it comes off like that, but I, as a reader, didn't feel it. I felt the Stockholm syndrome, but I didn't feel like she was romanticizing it. I feel like she was just putting it out there as it is, because, you know, Stockholm syndrome is a real thing, and people do go through it where they think that they're in love with the person capturing them, and I do believe that's what happened with her, but I love it anyway. This book, this one, it even says in the warning that it ends on a cliffhanger, so I already knew that I was gonna have to get the second book immediately after finishing this one, which I did. But I would say if you're gonna read this one, and if you do like it, you're gonna want this book. This book is so much darker than this one too, so keep that in mind. If you're not into seriously gruesome, dark stuff, then don't read it. Find something else. Because for me, once I read and finished this, I had to get my hands on the second one. I had to know how the story ended, because it ended on such a crazy cliffhanger. I was just like, what the heck just happened? But I loved it. Favorite book. My only complaint, and this is a total spoiler for the second book, so if you have not read it and you want to read it, do not watch from here on out. But my only complaint with this whole thing, the fight scene at the end. I feel this with a lot of books, actually, where like the ending just kind of, I feel like it doesn't get fully thought out like the rest of the book, which, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I was expecting more bloodshed in like the epic fight. Instead, Claire, the villain in this book, she comes to the main character, Adeline, and then her stalker slash lover, Zaid, and tries to come up with an alliance and a deal, and you know, obviously it backfires because her plan wasn't even a good one. And so they, without even having to fight, they just blow up her guards outside and then they throw her in the fire. So I wish that there was more of a fight. I wish that like Claire and Addie like went head and head, like threw punches. I wish that Addie had more control in the fight. I feel like Zayd kind of took over the whole thing, and sure, Addie was able to like get her words out and like share her thoughts a little bit, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if I was in her shoes, I would be so angry. I would want to throw a punch. I would want to hit her in the face. I don't know how Addie was able to just stand there and like talk and listen to her talk. I don't know. But that's literally my only complaint, is I just wish that the fight scene at the end, because it was hyped up for so long just for that. I wish that more went into that. But, you know, the aftermath was like very happy ending type, which I liked it. It like, you know, it made me happy. But I also kind of wish that like there was a little more, because the one of the other characters, Sibby, goes missing, and I kind of wish we had more clarity on that, because she went missing with a guy that she clearly knew, and I don't know, I wish we had more clarity on who Craven was to Sibby and how they knew each other. Were they in the same cult? I don't know. But yeah, this was just something I had to say. Also, the playlist, I haven't stopped listening. I've been listening to the playlist from this book for 3 days straight. Specifically, Saints by Echoes, Ghost Room, or Guest Room, not Ghost Room, Guest Room by Echoes as well. And there were a few more. Tragedy, I also love that song. Love it. Yeah, so these books, I will die on the hill that these are great books. The only complaint I have is the ending, like I have already stated. That is literally the only complaint. These books I love. It might just because, you know, I have a dark side that I, you know, tap into every now and then, and I just love these because they feed my darkness. But that sounds so bad with what these books contain. I promise I don't do anything creepy or weird. I just like to watch and listen to scary stuff. Anyway, I need to end this video before I say something alarming. But if you are looking into reading these books or just Haunting of Adeline, be warned, pay attention to the warning on both of these books, because they are not for the faint of heart. If you are someone who gets triggered easily, don't even bother, because these books could very much trigger a lot of people. And I feel like that's part of the reason why people don't like it, is because they read it knowing what's in it, because she puts H.D. Carlton puts in the warning what is in here that could be triggering. And I feel like a lot of people don't listen to it, and then they read it anyway, and then they get upset, and it's like, come on, it was in here. It was in the warning. If you would have read the warning, you would know. Anyway, I'm getting heated. I will defend these books. Because I know a lot of people don't like it, and this is a very unpopular opinion, because everywhere I look, there's hate being thrown at these two masterpieces. Anyway, I am a dark romance type of gal. It is my thing. I also like tragic romances. I don't know. Happy books are too happy for me, okay? I like the sad stuff, okay? The sad, dark, and twisted, yes, I'm there, okay? I'm gonna end this video because I'm getting everywhere, okay? goodbye. I hope you guys had a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I promise it will be the unpacking, the last unpacking, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure we've only got one more place to unpack. So okay, that's it. Bye.